EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now Purdy. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion, the tight end. Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. McCaffrey running up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Looking to throw, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, set, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
60 red. Hut, hut.
Young. He'll try to pick it up himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Purdy looking to throw.
Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
52 blue.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Black, 95. Ready?
Young will set to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Purdy.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Juwan Jennings
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Hut.
Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
33, yellow. Ready?
Now Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw again. Young. And that's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Set, hut. 60 red. 6.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Rail, yellow, down. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young.
That caught by Trimble.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Black 40. Set, hut.
To the air once more, Young.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And they just get the playoff. Now Young. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
27 yards.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Strike it. Check, strike it. Smash, smash. Set.
Off the play fake, Young.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Black shot. Come on, set. Hut, hut.
They go play action. Young.
That is caught. McMillan with it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Purdy now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging.
On the move past the 40.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall.
71 yards.
And the Niners take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. In motion left, the tight end.
Purdy will throw for it.
That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey,
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mega. Here we go, set. Black, 95, ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Down. 45. Wide. Shovel.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Hut.
Here is Young.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Red, 30.
Now Young going to move him around.
Hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play action. Now Williams. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air, Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. From 13 yards out. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
17. Come on, set. 60 red. Ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready.
The Bears
ready.
bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow. Ready.
Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Carolina Panthers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Captain. Hold on a second. Ready.
On play action, here's Nix.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Off the play fake, Nix.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Here's Nix.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Nix to the air. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On the sneak, it's Nix. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but Pays off. They convert.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Captain.
To throw. Here's Nix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Toss to Harvey, running right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Off play action. Nix.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air with Nix.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Down.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come on, set.
Young will set to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Young. His throw incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Got it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Let's go now. Fury, yellow, 33, yellow. Ready.
Young to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Set. Set.
Young now. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Ready. Ready.
Now Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
It'll be Young again. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing. Young. That caught by Trimble. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Lead on blue. 45. White. Hut.
They'll throw again. Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Drill green, yellow, 22. Ready?
Young. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jatavion Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
6, Madden, come on, set.
And Young's going to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Now it's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go now. Ready?
Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Set. Ready. Set.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Blue striker. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready.
Now here's Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Set.
To the air once more, Young.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Black. 95.
Young to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jalen Coker.
33 yards.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Blaster. 6. Set. Cut.
Now Young.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Orchard Park. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Finding space inside the 40. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, an even 40 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll run with Gibbs. Good blocking, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. To return, here's Ray Davis. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Allen to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play and a good
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go here in Baltimore. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. A pickup of 44 yards.
And it really starts with the blitz pickup by the guys up front. I mean, the defense, they sold out. They're trying to get home. The offense is ready. They end up using their aggressiveness against them, and they pick up an...
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Alert!
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Allen to his tight end Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That's to Kincaid once again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing again is Allen. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Here's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. In motion goes Likely. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Short, complete to Likely. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Omar, ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To the air one more time with Jackson. Forced out wide, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On play action, Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long. Allen to throw again. Out to his right. To the goal line and in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 4.
You gotta make a move.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Jackson up top again. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Again, it's Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. Moving outside the pocket, he'll tuck it and take off. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Moving to his left. He'll run again. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flushed to his left. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Sometimes when things aren't perfect, Mike, you just need to rely on your guys on the field making good decisions, and that's exactly the case here. He senses his quarterback being pushed out of the pocket there to his left. Just stay in phase with him. Give him somewhere easy to drop the ball off, and then he's able to do the rest after the catch and comes away with 6.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Allen. Taking off. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. From the 35, here's second down and 7. To the air is Allen. Rolling right. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing again is Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. One more time going up top with Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. To the air once more is Allen, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. That is our Darius Washington up from the secondary to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
No movement from the kicking team to break this tie. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen going to throw for it. Over the top. He's got it. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Prater on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6. Out to the 26-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
BC, right? Let's go. Hey, middle.
From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll run it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. Jackson now to throw on first down. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Back to throw, Jackson. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far, and it's an incompletion. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time, and it'll be third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it.
A big one here in the fourth quarter. 47 yards. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now Henry. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
He turned it.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Hopkins. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Henry tries to pull his way in, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
In motion goes Likely. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play.
And he will score. Comeback complete. They take the lead here in the final moments. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. So it's a win here for the Ravens. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out a 1-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
15 more. You got